We are using the two new kits, Urban Homage and Party Essentials, which were provided free of charge from the EA Creator Network. I want to say for review purposes, they kind of were, but I also get to play with them after the fact once the review is done, so you'll see them in my game. But that is a disclaimer because this is definitely a review, so take it as you will. They were free. It was $10, $10 of free stuff. So we're going to take a look here. They did not provide me with a script or anything like that, though. This is not what I consider sponsored stuff. I wasn't paid to do this or given a script or to run an ad here. Okay, let's take a look. So we've got John Titor here. We're going to use him to take a look at this new stuff. Now, I think we'll go into cast first is what I'm thinking. And we'll take a look at the Urban Homage kit first. And then we'll look at Party Essentials following that. Party Essentials is the one I'm actually kind of most excited for, but I'm kind of thinking that it might be one of those things where I just wasn't that excited for Urban Homage, by the marketing. But, when I get in here, we'll see. We'll see how much I really like it, because it might be something I might be like, well, it's got some really cool stuff. Sometimes marketing doesn't show stuff, I think, to its full advantage, right? It doesn't really look super exciting. Oh, and by the way, if you can see my hands, I've been out in the garden all day. I've been out in my garden all day working, and I was so excited to check out these kits. I flew right in here to take a look at it. I should also make sure I'm actually live. I'm sure that I am, but I'm always wanting to check it out to make sure. I am live. Okay, so let's take a look at this cast-oriented kit. We will check here in a little bit, I guess, and we'll see if they've got anything for toddlers and kids. I just assume they don't. Is there an age thing on this? I don't think there is. So I pretty much would have to find a toddler and a kid, but there's not. There was nothing shown on the pack art, so there's not going to be anything for toddlers and kids on this. I'm going to get a quick drink here. You can see a lot of the stuff lined up here. I think there was something like 28 items for $5. Now, to me, a lot of the items are a little pedestrian. They don't really strike me as a 90s. Some of them kind of do. But like this, this could be anything, right? That could be any day. So look at this. Most of the men's stuff to me looks very everyday. It could be almost anything from the 1950s to the 2020s as far as style goes. There's nothing about it that really says 90s to me. And there were some particular styles in the 90s and the first decade of the 2000s for men that were very iconic for the moment. One thing in my head is the big billowy sort of legs on jeans, that you kind of would walk on the backs of them and stuff, right? Kind of be all frayed down on the ground, something like that. But is this a bad shirt? No, it's not. There's nothing wrong here with it. We're going to look at some of the swatches real quick. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. I like it. There's nothing not to like. It isn't hideous or wrong or anything like that. That's kind of cool. I like the orange. But to me, it's not super exciting. But does it need to be? Maybe not. This is a kit. It is $5, so maybe it doesn't have to be the end all be all of your game, right? We're gonna go through here and see. We've got some different swatches here on this T-shirt. Super cool. I like that one. I do like that one, and that one's very cool. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't remember any clothes really like this specifically, again, in that era. Did we have T-shirts with graphics on them? Sure. I don't really remember specifically leaning towards, now this is a nice look on him. That's a cute look on him. I love that. I don't remember anything leaning so much towards graffiti. But again, now I'm going to preface this because I'm in the United States. I'm going to have a very American-centric view of that era. The person who collaborated on this is from England. I'm going to assume London. So, that could be part of it too. We have a different viewpoint coming from different cultural kind of backgrounds with that. So we've got this. This is one of the things I kind of have an issue with this pack. This is one of those things I think people look at and they're kind of like, well, we've already got, stuff like this, which we kind of do. This is not the exact same thing we have in the pack, but we have so much like women's midriff showing clothes. Honestly. And when you go out to the grocery store or something like that, how often really Do we see that? I don't know, but we've got a lot of it in game, I think. And when I did look at this, I thought, yeah, a lot of this feels really familiar. Now, someone on YouTube, when I did my initial reaction, they did kind of point out, and they have a very good point, that because we have so much stuff in game, maybe it's hard to make something that looks different. You know, like everything's going to remind us of something in game because we have so much and so many different styles already. Like this, I mean, already this kind of reminds me of like some of the stuff we've got in game. Well, yeah, it does, because we have fashions a little bit like this, you know, from San Myshuno, or we got maybe like an Indian wedding clothing type kit, you know, stuff like that. Not kit, I think it was just a free update, but so I do, and we have some sports clothes kind of like this. So I do feel like, yeah, that person has a point. It's hard to add things to a game that has a lot of stuff in it without it feeling like, oh yeah, we kind of already have some of this, you know? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with this. Some of it I have really liked. Now I do like this shirt a lot. I like this orange. Where was the orange here? That, like, I love, orange is my favorite color. Orange is my favorite color, so I love the orange there as well. Again, this is pretty cool. There were several items I did really like. This is one of them, and this is the other one, okay? Now, maybe not on him. It's maybe not the best. I don't know. If he's going to wear it, maybe he could shave, you know, his torso a little bit. I don't know. It's his deal, though. This is his life, and it's his clothes. He can wear them however he wants. So I did like this outfit. Now, most of these clothes to me, the ones I kind of feel like are kind of from that era, feel very much like club clothes to me, or kind of disco type clothes. You know, like wouldn't wear this. Well, I probably wouldn't wear this anyway, but I don't have the bust for it. But I wouldn't wear this to the grocery store, right? Like, I'm not going to wear this. Well, some people would wear this out to Walmart. I would not wear this out to Walmart. But like to a nightclub or discotheque or like a party or something, yeah. Same thing with this. Again, lots of nice swatches to everything. I think there's going to be a lot of people that really like it. I do. And like I said, I don't hate it. It's funny because initially, my initial thought is kind of like, well, would I even bother buying this? And I had to say, well, if I only had $5, I'd probably do Party Essentials and not this, if I could only get one. If I had $10, I'd probably go ahead and get it. Love the orange again. The orange is killing it for me. I love that color, and I love the way the tone of it is with these clothes. Now, I will say that right off the bat. So far, I have really, really dug the tone of the orange in all of these clothes. That might be a reason why I would buy this kit, is because I love the color orange, and I don't think he can really wear this. It doesn't work. It's too bad because I love this jacket, and I would like for him to be able to wear the jacket, but this part is kind of skewing it for me. I wish that wasn't there, but I could put like a female sim in it, although I don't typically dress them a lot like that. I could. This is very cool. I do like these. Like, I like the vest they've got, even though, you know, we have vests in game. We actually have quite a few vests, but I wear vests a lot, so it does not bother me that much. That's very cool. Love that brown with the green. Naturally, I do like the orange. I probably put the orange with the green too in real life. Let's see here. Oh yeah, all these colors are good, so I like it. The men's stuff, like I said, it is very pedestrian. Nothing about it really strikes me as like 90s or the first decade of the 2000s. But it's some great clothes for your men's wardrobe. It is that, right? Like, all of these things I probably would use, and even though they feel a little bit familiar again, the men's clothes feel a little bit familiar too. Like, we have this sort of stuff. I'm going to say, you know, it's not the exact same thing, and I would love having stuff like this and this, you know, in my male wardrobe. So for $5, I probably would get it. And also, I'm a completionist, so I'd hate to have like every pack except for this one. This is really cute. This is one of the things that I really, really like. I think this is super cute. This is great, great, great nightclub wear. This is great, great, great party wear. And one thing I feel like it would be so cute on would be like a fairy sim. Now, we don't have fairies in game, I know. But if you've made kind of a fairy sim, if you like to play that way, if you've got kind of like a storyline working with that in your head, you like to run that sort of story in your game, I think this would look really cute on a fairy. And I do love the butterfly shape. I love butterflies. So I gotta say, this is one piece that I do really love. I don't know if I'd buy an entire kit on one piece, but I might. I have done that before when the Sims 3 store was in operation, and someone asked me once, they're like, "Oh yeah, but are you going?" No, actually, it was the Sims 4. I think it was a stuff pack. And someone was like, "Are you going to really buy a stuff pack though, just because you like the fence?" Because I love there was some fence I really liked in a stuff pack, I think. And I was like, "Well, yeah, I might. I just might, because at the end of the day, if I really want that fence and I'm really going to use it, then I might do that." Now, make of that what you will. This is kind of a cute outfit. Now, first of all, it's going on under his shorts. That's pretty cool because the shorts aren't part of it, right? No, those were the shorts he was wearing anyway. So it's kind of a neat little leotard, I guess, type of outfit. It's got some very cool patterns on it. The patterns are very cool. The designs on it are very cool. And I love the way the shorts can go on over it. Now, that's awesome. I guess you're going to need some pretty short shorts or some underwear in order to make that work. These are underwear, I think. But it does give kind of a neat look, right? Like, I love that. I think it looks super cool. Do women have any boxer style shorts? I guess it doesn't matter because they can wear men's boxers. But I think that's a cool look. I do like that, and I do like that top more now that it's here than I did on the back of the, or not the back of the box, on the EA page for this pack. Now let's look at full body. I don't know if there's any full body stuff. We go here to everyday, so I can get out of that. We'll go to full body and we'll check out masculine and feminine. And look down here at this pack. I think there's a few things maybe. I've got some stars there. So let's see. Urban Homage. One thing. There's one thing. Now this is a little bit something that kind of felt was a little bit 90-ish. It was kind of more like maybe the early 90s to mid 90s. Now, again, it's something I think reminds people of, like, say, eco living or even cottage living, something like that. And yeah, I get that. I get that where people say that. It is a super cute set of overalls, though. I do like them. And, like, I love that. That's very cool, right? That does kind of remind me of that era. So, I do like it. And again, it's the sort of thing where I would love to add it to my male Sims wardrobe, because I always feel like they don't have enough clothes. And so, yeah, I do like this. Is it reminiscent of eco living? Sure. Is it reminiscent of cottage living? Yeah. But again, like someone pointed out, we have so much stuff in game. Anytime they make a pair of overalls, it's probably going to remind us of those two packs, right? Or something like that. So, okay, so that's what we've got there. Let's look at the bottoms real quick, and we will pull up masculine and feminine, and we'll go through here, Urban Homage. Okay, so we've got 7 new pairs of pants here, which is not bad. This is actually, it's a pretty full pack. I think there's 28 items in this kit. Normally you count on about 25 items in a kit, so not bad. We've got these kind of like board shorts here. Again, yeah, they're a little reminiscent of the 90s, early 2000s, a little bit. Kind of definitely a younger sort of style from that era. I like all this stuff stuck on it is something that doesn't strike me exactly as fitting with that era, but it does look kind of cool. I mean, I do like it. There's not a problem with it. I can see putting a teenage sim in this for sure. It looks like teenagers' clothes, like for high school, right? It's like high school, like, 9th through 12th grade here in the United States. Definitely looks like high school. Nothing wrong with it. We've got this skirt. Now, I love this skirt. I'm going to say real quick, because in my game, I don't have a problem putting men in skirts. I don't have a problem. Like, the clothes are all unisex in my game. This is something I think looks really cool on him. This is a good, if you want your guy in a skirt, this is a good look. I think, I'm going to just say it. This is a good look for a guy in a skirt. Okay? It looks good on him. I think it fits him really well. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, right? I love that. So I'm going to say, how did he get all that hair on his back? I made this sim. I must have hit the wrong button. He's not supposed to have all that hair on his back, but he does. Okay, so I do like this skirt. I do. Again, I think I like it better now that I see it on a guy than I did on the back of the box. Then we've got this pair of pants here. These are cool. Now, I did like these. These are very, very cool. Again, these look good on him as a guy. I think just as good as they did on the female sim on the marketing material. Love the orange again. The orange is killing it for me. Oh my God, it's killing it for me. So Yeah, I mean, they're not too bad. They're quirky. So I like these a lot too. I really do. And these are something like we don't have in games. So for sure, you know, if you're kind of concerned about that, I think that is, turn them around here. There we go. Looks good, right? Except for the back. Dude, I got to get you some wax. We got to get down to the spa and get him waxed up. And that's going to be a painful, long wax, okay? That's like get the sander out. Sander out, 30 grit sandpaper, and just peel the top layer of skin off. It's lost. It's lost. Okay, cool pants, so I do like those. These are some more eco-living looking type of pants, I think. But again, yeah, pretty reminiscent of the early 90s. I guess part of the problem when I was looking at this pack initially is I'm thinking like late 90s, early 2000s, and I don't necessarily think that's the whole focus of the pack. This definitely does kind of remind me of the early 90s. Very grungy looking, you know? So yeah, these remind me, now these are one thing that I'm going to say like the first decade of the 2000s, maybe the very end of the 1990s. Oh yeah, these pants, like I think you saw people wearing these like all the time, everywhere. Okay, it's ironic, I'm wearing a pair of them right now. Because they're old now, right? I've had them for a really long time and they're old now. So I'm wearing them outside to garden in. But I do love these, and I've liked these from the start. This is one thing I said initially I like, and I do still like that. Let's see here. We've got a pair of jeans. You know, I can remember people going through and rolling up their cuffs again with jeans from that era. Kind of a little short-lived. Every so often that kind of, you know, comes around where people do that. They did that in the 80s too. Kind of mid to late 80s for a while. You saw that quite a bit, especially with younger kids or teenagers or something like that. But even little kids, you see that. So these are pretty cool. Jeans look good. Nothing wrong with them. We've got this outfit here. Super nice, I guess. It's pants. Just standard. I mean, they're okay. They're okay. I don't know about super nice. They're super okay. We're going to say they're super okay. They're all right. Now the legs are a little more billowy here, which I think fits the era better. Although they really should be kind of flared if you were looking at the United States. The United States did have kind of a 70s retro thing going on in the late 90s especially. And so that's kind of missing from this stuff, that sort of look. But they look good. So far, I mean, what can I say? I don't think that there's anything really... anything really wrong with this pack. I do think it looks good. And then I'm more impressed seeing it in person than I was the marketing, which I almost always am. You know, the marketing for me, they just usually don't do a very good job. Now we got these new multiple ring sets. I love the idea of this. This is a really cool idea. And what I don't like is you can only do it with what they've got here. I mean, I wish we could just take existing sets of rings and do this ourselves, right? With the stuff already in game. And so that's kind of the bad thing here is, yes, it's a good idea. Yes, it's really cool. I think people are really going to like it. I like it. I think it's awesome. But it's not something we can really do ourselves. We have to take someone else's style, the way they thought the ring should be on there, the way they thought the ring should look, and we have to kind of have their style. And that's kind of what I don't like about it. The fingernails are okay, though. I think some people will be really excited about that. I don't use nails very much in game. I'm going to be honest. To me, they always look a little bit odd. I don't know why, but they always look a little odd to me. But I think they're going to be like super popular. I do think people are going to be glad to get some more nails in game. Now, that should be... Let's check and see if there's any shoes. I think that is going to be about it. Except for the turban, which we'll check out. Let's see here. Pair of shoes. Yep, I've almost forgot those. Platforms. Now, these again are these are reminiscent because this is kind of a 70s throwback. You know, these platform shoes from the late 90s. Pretty cool. They look a little small, a little odd on him there, but I might put him in them. I do like that they included them. They're going to come in handy. One thing I was wondering, I had to be able to test this somehow. Do they actually make your sim taller? You know, since they are platform shoes, right? Platform shoes are supposed to make you a little bit taller. So I wonder if they make your sim taller. I don't think they do. I'm going to just go with that they don't. But it would be cool. It would be cool if they did. Now let's go up here and we're going to take a look at this stuff real quick. I know there's a turban, so we'll hit that last. We've got, again, sort of layered necklaces, which are cool. Don't get me wrong. But again, you know, we're kind of going with someone else's style, someone else's look, what they thought the best layered look is. And one thing I'm gonna say, one thing I don't like about them is they're all the exact same thing, just in a different color. So that's, I don't know. That's not my favorite. We've got some nose rings in here, which, you know, are okay. They actually look okay. I'm going to say that. They actually look okay. They don't look out of place. They don't look misshapen or misplaced or too big or too small for that matter. So I do think they did a really good job of designing those to fit within the nose so that it looks normal, right? We've had some like eyebrow rings and stuff before. It looked kind of weird, a little bit wonky once they got on your sim. These look really good. They look really normal. I don't typically use nose rings, I'll be honest, but so what? Someone else does, and I think these look really good. I think these look really good. So if that's your deal, I definitely think that's a hit. That's a big hit. We've got these big, speaking of big earrings here. Turn them a little bit to the side there so you can see them. They look good. I don't have a problem with these. How often will I use them? I don't know, but I do think they're cool. I do like them. Kind of look like bamboo, you know? Got a really nice shape to them. So yeah, I do like those a lot too. Those are really cool. And do we have... I think that's everything there. There's going to be a hat here. Or a turban. Let's take a look at this turban. Now, that's one thing I did like was the turban, right? I thought it was very cool. Nice addition to the game, right? We don't have very many turbans, right? Now you could say it's kind of reminiscent because we do have turbans in game. So it's like, oh, well, this looks like we already have. It doesn't really though. It does look, it definitely stands on its own, and it's definitely its own style of turban. And I like it. I think a lot of people are going to dig this. Very cool style. I like some of the patterns. I like the pattern ones better than the solids. I think the pattern ones have just it's a really great, lively look to them, you know? They look really cool. This looks a little... Actually, that looks like hair. That looks like hair. It looks like Princess Leia's hair, but instead of putting the buns on the side on her ears, they stuck them on top of her head. But yeah, the plain ones, but the patterns are really nice. Those really look great. And I don't think we had any new hairstyles or anything, right? I'm going to double check, but I don't think so. I think that's it. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, nothing there. Okay, so at the end of the day, here's my thing with Urban Homage. I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. I really do. I think that it's perhaps better than I thought initially. I do. I think there's a lot of stuff here I would use, and it'd be nice to have some new things, you know, for my guys to wear. That said, you know, again, I still think if you only have enough money for, you know, for one kit today, you can only get one kit. I still do party essentials. We're going to look at it here in a second and see. But that's still my thought, is that I don't know if there's enough here to be different in the game. You know what I mean? If you can only have one, I don't know if there's enough here to be different in the game. So that kind of throws me off. Now, if you can have two, then that's great. Go ahead and get two. I do think it's worth it. It'd be nice to flesh out your Sims wardrobe a little bit, even if it's not all super stunningly different. Right. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's go ahead and look at party essentials. What does this say? I don't know. Do you want to proceed anyway? Yeah, I do. I don't know what that was saying. Something about maybe the Sim's name was off, and it might throw off placing in the gallery or something. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to probably put it in the gallery anyway. Him, John Titer. I don't know why his name would be off. John Titer. Don't know. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it, though. We're going to jump on in here to party essentials. I'm going to have him have a party later. This is his house. This is what he chose to wear home, I guess. Was that there? Okay. There you go. That's good. That looks good. Oh, that's his... He does jewelry. He does jewelry and as a living. And he wasn't doing pizza and waffles, but you can't make any money selling pizzas and waffles in your front yard. Give that up. Make jewelry instead. You will make a fortune. Like this, look how much that's worth. $1,300. Oh my God. So, seriously, he makes jewelry, and I found like a gold mine area to get crystals and metals. Basically, there's just like, I don't know, dozens and dozens of rocks. And you can just go and harvest them all day. But we're not here for rocks. We are here for build mode. Let's get here real quick and take a look at our new stuff from Party Essentials. Show everything. Okay, so this is, I'm going to try to, let's filter this real quick because it's also still showing some of the crystal kit, which I just have kind of gotten around to playing with. So we'll pull up Party Essentials here. Essentials. Okay, so this is the stuff we've got. He doesn't have enough money for the TV. Let me see if I can cheat him some money real quick. Probably $100,000. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the stuff we got. Now I'm going to look at one thing real quick, okay? Because they made a point of saying that this is versatile. Okay, this is a versatile bar, you guys. And I want to know how it's versatile because I don't see nothing on here that looks any different than any other bar. It's cute. I like it because it's got a real mid-century modern type of feel. Like, I do really like this pack. So far, it's just from the back of the, or I keep kind of want to say from the back of the box. Like, we still get these things in a box. From the promotional material, you know, I really like the way the stuff looks. I love this. It is very cool. Hopefully the browns will match, you know, the wood tones will match with some other wood we have. I like that one the best. I'm going to put in a cheat here real quick so I can, you know, place things easier on. So that's cool, but I don't see that it does anything different. It looks to me like it's just a bar. Do you see? Let me see if it says anything about any different sort of, doesn't add style. Bar is more than just a place to make drinks. Yeah, I think it's just a bar. I don't think there's anything here that makes it more versatile, but I just wanted to check because they did say it's versatile. They did. I don't know what it does different. Nothing. Here's a table that you can put snacks and stuff out on. Let's see here. Let me back out a little bit and we'll take out his furniture. Put this here. We've got a great table. It's okay. I mean, it's like pretty much standard. Some nice colors. Actually, you know, I mean, nothing bad you can say about it. Again, it has a very simple appearance. Nothing wrong with it. We've got this. Oh, that's a centerpiece. I thought that was going to be a table. Okay, so we've got the centerpiece. I guess you can put a cake on. I think there was a cake in the promotional material. Must have been sitting on this centerpiece. That's very cool. I do like that. If that's the case, can we put a cake on there? Can we put something on there? Can I try putting? Oh, we can. So it does have a slot. So we can put stuff on top of it. I love that. I love that. That's very, very cool. It comes in a wide variety of colors. Orange is still doing it for me. Love the orange. It's really nice. Now, this is what I wanted to see. That's what I thought it was. It is a clear dance floor. So you can just designate, you know, part of your living room as a dance floor. Now, I want to see real quick if it disappears. It does. So once you go into live mode or live mode, however you say it, it disappears. But then Sims will come over here and dance, right? But it doesn't take up any visual space. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. It's worth $5 already. That alone sells me on this pack because a lot of times with dance floors, you know, you have to use like the big cardboard thing or the big wood thing or the wedding thing or whatever. And it throws off the decor, throws off the way things look. This is transparent. So it doesn't, it just looks like people are kind of dancing at a party, someplace where they're just going to hang out and kind of dance around the fireplace or something, right? Love that. Absolutely love it. That is fantastic. It is so, 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 so good. I just love it. I'll say that again. That is, I didn't know, I kind of thought it might do that when I saw it on the back of the box, or goddamn, not on the back of the box, on the promotional materials. And I'm glad that it does because it's very, very cool. Love that. So does it come in different colors? I don't guess it would. I'll check real quick just to see, but why would it? Because it's transparent. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. I'm going to take this out real quick and put it on the table since it is reading that I've already messed with it. We'll take a quick look at its swatch. It's very cool. I mean, I like clutter. I don't know if I always love clutter, but I like clutter. And this is another thing you kind of add to a table, add to the kitchen counter, you know, something like that. We've got posters here. That's pretty cool. I'm going to put it over here maybe. It's a pretty cool kind of 80s looking poster with the cassettes on there and kind of the boombox. Let's take a look here. It does come in a few other 80s inspired styles, I would say. Well, at least these two. These two are kind of 80s inspired. These other ones, they're all right. They look okay. We've got a party board. Now, I have to admit, I don't know what that was for. I guess it's like you put it at the entrance. And then I guess if you were having like a corporate event or something where you want people to be able to, I don't know. I don't know what it's for. It's just decorative, and I guess, yeah, you're having a convention maybe. You know, it's kind of cute. Maybe having a gay trans, you know, GL. I don't know how many letters are now, but I want to say gay lesbian. But you know, you're having a mixer, right? You're having a mixer for alternative lifestyle. So it's got a great rainbow there. So it's cool. I don't know that's terribly practical. This is kind of the same way. It's one of those things that I think looks cool. I don't know if I would use it or not. It's got streamers. It's streamers, I guess is what it is. And there's nothing wrong with it. I might be able to play around with it and see kind of what we end up with doing. It's got some neat swatches to it. I will say that. Like, I like some of these swatches. Very cool. And it does look like streamers, so I'm going to give them a pass on that. This is some floor confetti. We already kind of have some floor confetti in game. But this would be like if you don't maybe have the pack that came in, now you've got this stuff, right? And it's fine. Again, it's kind of decorative. It's kind of cool. There's nothing wrong with it. It's, you know, it's kind of some fun sort of little sort of things here. Not my most exciting part. The dance floor is my most exciting part, you guys, so far. We've got some balloons. Put some balloons here. So I'm going to put the TV there. Let's move the balloons up here. Let's move our streamers out here. Like that. No. Let's I don't know. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. So I have room for the TV later. Now we've got these. I thought these were I thought they were curtains, but maybe the other things are curtains. I don't know. We've got some more streamers here. It says, again, they look pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with them. I do think they're nice. I do think they're nice. Nice addition to the game. Lots of colors here. Couple of different kind of rainbow patterns. This, I really like. This wall thing's very cool. Now we have some sort of tile look like this already in game. But I do like this sort of panel, right? And it does look different than what we already have. And one thing that might be kind of cool here is, you know, you can make it bigger like that, or you can make it smaller, which with the tile wallpaper we have, we can't do that, right? So this does come in different swatches than the sort of tile wallpaper stuff that we've got. And it looks pretty cool. We've got a light here, kind of a light. Put it over here at the poster. It's kind of weird. Is it supposed to shine over the poster like that? Light strip. Well, it's okay. I will say this. I don't get the light covering up the poster, but maybe it's that strong. It does throw a neat effect on the wall, though, so I'm going to go with it. I do like it. We've got a butterfly. Now, this is one thing I was curious about, and I think it's going to look better than I thought it would. I kind of felt like this looked like neon, right? And it is an actual neon sign. See, I was worried it was just going to be like drawing on the wall, like a poster, but that is an actual neon sign. So I love it now. I liked the idea of it in the game, especially like that. It's really cool. I like the idea of it in the game when I first saw it on the promotional materials. But the fact that it is an actual sign and not just flat against the wall like a poster, it makes all the difference. It really does kind of upmarket it a little bit, and it looks very cool. So I think this is awesome. Butterfly looks really cool. You could use that for like maybe a club, you know, like using the Windenburg Club. I love that. That's awesome. So, so far, that's very cool. These are going to be ribbons. I thought these were curtains too. I thought one of these was curtains, but it looks like it is, in fact, ribbons and streamers, which is fine. I mean, we've got curtains. And you could use that as curtains, I suppose. There's no reason why you couldn't. If you want to kind of give it that look. It has kind of a nightclubby look, though, so very, very cool. Definitely like it. So far, I really do like this pack, and I expected to like the stuff in this pack, and it's not really letting me down. Put this over here. Go through its colors here real quick. Pink. Pink was pretty. Oh, I like that. All the different colors together. That's very cool. Like that. Like the primary colors. I'm not real sure what this is. It's just a balloon pile. Okay. So it looks like a pile of balloons. What do you know? It is a pile of balloons. So we've got that, and we've got one of these like balloons on a stick, I guess. Which is fine. Again, great party atmosphere. We've got this, again, it's fine for clutter. I kind of wish it was usable. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wish that it was usable, and I don't believe that it is, right? Yeah, it's just going to be decorative, but it would have been really cool if you could have refilled it with like lemonade or something, and people could walk up and get a cup, you know, from it. I really, really, really would have liked to have seen that. And when I get done here, I might take a quick look and just make sure it doesn't work, just because I'm a fool. I'm a fool and an endless hopefully optimistic, you know, to the end. I would love for it to work. Maybe a modder could make it work like that. We've got some uplighting here. Turn it like that. That's very cool. I like uplighting like this. We've got a few uplights in the game already, but it's fine to have this one too. It's got a different style, a different look to it. We've got the fog machine. Now, the fog machine is something I'm definitely going to try out here in game in a little bit, because I want to see how well the effect works. Fog machine is something I'm super excited for. I've been really, really looking forward to it, but I'm afraid it's going to be really weak. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid it's going to be really weak, and then it's not really going to produce the effect that I ideally would like to see, but we'll check it out here in a second. Got this lighting here as well. Again, this is nice enough. I mean, I think this is kind of cool lighting. It kind of reminds me of, again, a mid-century modern type of feel to it. Super cool. And a disco ball. Now, here's the other thing I want to see, though. It's supposed to be mesmerizing. I'm put over here by the fog machine. It's supposed to be mesmerizing, so I want to see if it actually has any sort of effect to it, or if it just hangs there like that. If it hangs there like that, I'm not going to be as thrilled as I would be if it like actually kind of, I guess, turns, right? If it kind of, that's neat. Lights up stuff. That's really cool. And I don't see the effect there, but I do there. So I don't see it up here, right? But if I move it down here, we've got that sort of effect. That's interesting. I wonder why. I wonder if it's supposed to make this kind of green effect not intersecting, you know, an object. Let's see what it says about it. Fiber optic, garland is perfect party accessory. Add a touch of color. That's about it. Let's go ahead and move it over here. It does give a sort of, I should have built him a bigger house. It does give a sort of background effect, though, to the wall. So that's nice. This is our TV. Oh, and I like the fact that it's backlit. That's very cool. I do like that a lot. Again, I mean, I keep saying this. There's things I like in this pack, and I thought I was going to like the pack, and so far I do. I like to build, though, and I like to decorate, so there's a lot of things in here that I will use. A lot of things I love that. That looks so good. That looks really good too. We've got a speaker here. I think the speaker is going to be standard. Now, let me tell you something I absolutely love. Okay, one thing I have absolutely love coming up at the very next item is this. This is fantastic because it works. It works as a stereo. At least I think it does. Again, the concept art gave the impression that it does. So I'm going to hope that when we get in here, this will work to play music. It's got a real great retro feel, right? Totally looks kind of like the 80s or 70s, maybe, something like that. That's kind of the last item we've got going here. There was, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 26 or 7 items here, I guess. So not bad haul for $5, not bad haul. Let's check and see if these things actually work as well as I hope they do. I hope they work. Let's go here. I want to see if this does anything. No, it doesn't do anything, unfortunately. I really wanted to serve lemonade from it, but no such luck. Now let's go turn on this. Oh, it operates as a light. So let's just say all lights, but oh, so the disco ball does put effects on the ground. Oh, that's awesome. Now, what about this though? Turn on. Oh, there's the fog. Okay, there's the fog. So awesome. I do like the fog. I could use it a little bit thicker, but it's not bad. And I love the fact that the disco ball does light up and it does have an effect. It has a lighting effect to it. That's fantastic. I was hoping it would because I didn't want to have to hate on this pack, right? I didn't want to have to hate on this pack because I do really like the concept of it. I'm going to try to bulk up. See if we can put extras here where we'll get even more fog effect, right? My one thought with this is fine for a party, the current effect as it is. But like if you could set the stage with this like in a cemetery or a haunted house or someplace where you want to have a lot of fog, like a lot of really heavy, thick fog, then you might want to put more of those in place, right? You might want to really see a huge effect. So we're going to see, I think this should be on. Yeah, it is on, I think. Just say this room again. But, I mean, it's got a pretty good effect there. My thought is, can we make them smaller, right? Because we might want to hide this in a rock, right? If we're going to use it, say, in a cemetery, can we make it smaller like that? Let me find a rock and hide it in a rock, and will it work? Now, the thing to keep in mind is when you go to hide stuff like this, because I'm not really building here, okay, keep in mind I'm just playing, but you do want to leave enough of it visible that you can turn the thing on and off. But will it work? I think it will. Let's see, if we turn off this light, does it get less? Can you tell a difference? Yeah, maybe a little. I think I can kind of tell a difference there. Let's turn this one off. Let's give the effect time to kind. I definitely can see it getting less as we turn them off, right? It definitely makes less of an effect. So more of them is going to give us a heavier effect, which is good to know. And I would definitely say, well, just to double check, we'll turn this off completely, and then we'll just turn on the one in the rock, just to make sure that it does work like that. Turn on this light. There we go. So it is working in a rock. So if you want to hide that in plants or rocks or a tree or something, like I said, I'm using my hands. If you see my hands and they look all black, I've been gardening all day, and I didn't wash up or anything. I just ran in here to do this. So we can hide that in like different things, maybe out in a cemetery or a haunted house or a nightclub or something like that. The only other thing would be to see, does this work? It does work. We can turn on all these different, sort of musical choices like normal. And it works. And I love that. I love the fact that it works. This is actually a really good pack. I mean, when you come right down to it, it's a kit. It's $5. So nothing's going to be super over the top about it. But I do think that this works really well. I think that this, this has a really great effect with it. And the fact that this is actually works as a radio and isn't just static, like say this device is, gives it big bonus points. It's going to be really nice to use in a lot of different decors, a lot of different looks. And this, a transparent dance floor, might be like the absolute, let's have him just dance, might be the absolute best thing in the pack. Like, I love that. He's going to go there, he's going to dance, he's going to hang out, right? And so that's totally, this pack has a lot of stuff in it, I think, with just those 4 items. I really do. I think just those 4 items really help boost this pack up into something that's really great. And I still kind of hold to the thing, if you can only afford one thing, I would go with this pack. If you can only afford one of these kits, I would go with this pack here. Not that I don't like Urban Homage, I do like it, but I feel like this stuff is a lot more different to add to game. It's going to be more impactful, and it's got a great look. So that is my judgment on it. That's how I feel. Now, I'm not you, right? You have to go your own route here. You may hate this. You may hate mid-century modern. You may hate mirror balls or disco balls or whatever you want to call them. And you might hate fog. So in that case, you probably don't want to get it at all, right? You know, sure, I get that. So, you know, this is just my opinion on it. This is my take on it. Don't ever buy anything because I said to. Don't ever buy anything because I said I liked it, right? Buy something because when you looked at it, when I was here messing around with it and tinkering with it, buy it because you liked it. You liked the way it looked. You thought, yeah, I could use that in my game. Because I'm telling you right now, I can use this in my game. I've wanted like a mirror ball like this for so long, so I can use it in game. Fog machines the same way. I love the radio, and I love the transparent dance floor is the same way. So that's it. That's it for today, for right now. Those are the kits. I think both of them are. I think even Urban Homage is pretty good. I do. If it doesn't stand out as much as I feel like this one does, okay, so what? It's still for $5, a pretty great selection of new items to add into your cast collection for your Sims to wear. That's the way I look at it. And then this party one's a big go for me. It's a big go for me. I can't wait to use it. I'm actually going to do I do live streams right now with John Titor here, and he's trying to make $1 million, have $1 million home. And that's why he's got all those crystals and shit, is because he's making jewelry to make money. There's this little cat. He's this little cat's going to come over and dance too, I hope. But I'm going to do an actual stream with him where he throws a party with this stuff, you know. Maybe I'll change some of his clothes around. Maybe he'll wear some of those urban clothes for the party. We'll see. Maybe he'll wear this thing he's wearing right now. I mean, he's working it, right? He's definitely working it. I mean, it's not quite so bad. It's got, you know, it's kind of a futuristic look almost, the way he's wearing it. Kind of. Okay, so that's it for now. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you enjoyed this stream and would like to see more things like this. As always, that's about it. As always, just thanks for watching.